Greetings. In the previous class, we saw that the Roman Emperor organized councils and removed the wrong perceptions and interpretations in relation to Christian understanding, which we called heresies. In this lecture, let us learn how that authority changed and the power of Pope became very powerful in establishing the kings in the European countries. In other words, if I put it into simple phrase, a rise of papacy. Rise of papacy. The Roman Catholic Church, at that time it was not called Roman Catholic Church, but however, the Pope power increased and Pope became very dominant. And they claimed Simon Peter was the first bishop of Rome or first Pope. Then, during the early medieval period, the popes who were ruling the church claimed that they were the successors of Peter. So there were different understandings whether Pope Leo or Pope Gregory was the first one who claimed that. But that's not our intention to study. But however, their contributions of making the church as superior than the local rulers need to be studied. Leo claimed, Leo I, who was functioning as Bishop of Rome during 442-461 AD, he claimed a succession from the Apostle Peter, making him as the head of Roman Empire, which he called Christendom. Christendom. From this point, the Bishop of Rome was no longer seen as one among the other bishops, but he claimed authority over all other bishops. In addition to support within the church, Pope Leo I gained power because of the political weakness of Rome. And to gain support, Emperor Valentine III gave empire stamp to the approval of Leo's authority. So gradually, Pope Leo became dominant in appointing and removing the kings in the Roman provinces or Roman empires. In 590, Rome suffered a series of disasters like attacks of barbarians and plague. So there was another pope, Gregory. He risked his life to serve the sick and saving the people from the plague. And he became Bishop of Rome. And he was the one who can be claimed as a modern pope. Why he is called modern pope? Because he brought so many reformatory works, being a pope during that time. And he contributed to the missions. He sent missionaries to Anglo-Saxon world, barbarians, and he sent a group of 40 Benedict monks to evangelize those Anglo-Saxon people, and Christianity was spread among them. And there was a Christian mission established in Canterbury, and you know the famous church father Augustine was from that Canterbury. He became the Bishop of Canterbury at that time, and he incorporated church music, and he was known for his leadership in the Roman Church, where he introduced other doctrines like doctrines of purgatory, doctrine of penance, and accommodation of relics into the church. So you may wonder, the Catholic Church have many icons inside the church, and it is because of the result of Pope Gregory I. During that time, Christianity spread to Britain among Anglo-Saxon people and to other areas where pagan worship or the idol worship was prevalent, even to China. One side, the papacy was growing, or the rule of Pope was growing. On the other side, monasticism took a different stand in spreading Christian faith in the world in which they had monasteries. In the previous classes, you would have understood what is monasticism. Monasticism emerged after the Edict of Milan, or after the persecution was stopped. Many people wanted to serve the Lord or suffer for Christ. So they invented new methods where they can torture their physical body in order to attain spiritual enlightenment or identifying themselves with the suffering of Christ. But after the rise of papacy, after the period of Pope Gregory I, the monasteries became the center for writing Bible commentaries and expositions. So one among them was Benedict, and the rule of Benedict was a popular one that emphasized daily regimen of Bible reading, prayer and meditation. So the monasteries became a movement, and they emphasized celibacy, and they engaged in writing commentary on the Bible, and that impacted on the growth of Christian church. On the other side, these monasteries received great wealth, and that negatively impact on laziness, pride, that I am a monk. So that's how that lethargic spirit also grew within the church. But we need to appreciate the monasteries that provided scholarship between 580 to 1000 AD. Many monks devoted their lives to copy ancient manuscripts of the Bible and ancient biblical literatures into the Christian understanding. And not only that, they served the communities, they provided education for the children, and engaged in spreading the gospel to the other lands. And during this time only, Ireland, Scotland, Germany and other European countries received Christian faith. And now coming to the Rome became a Holy Roman Empire. In 476, Rome, the power, political power, had fallen. And following that, after the fall of Rome, many conflicts arose between the emperors in Constantine and popes in Rome. During that time, Byzantine kingdom or Roman kingdom moved to the eastern part of the Roman provinces, and that political instability was one side. At the same time, Pope becoming powerful and monasteries' engagement in writing commentaries. One side, growth of the Christian church, and another side, negative impacts within the church itself. There was one king, Charlie Magne. He became the emperor of Rome on the Christmas day around 800 AD by consecrated by Pope Leo III. And Pope Leo III and this king were very close and made a Roman government as a Holy Roman Empire. And these two people, King Charlie Magne and Pope Leo III, they believed that the state was responsible for the church or body of Christ, and the church also responsible for the state. So, following Charlie Magne, there was another king, Otto. During these centuries, popes tried to control the choice of emperors. On the other hand, emperors tried to control the elections of popes. And there were some negative happenings, but the church-state relationship was very much competitive in the question of power. Who is powerful, whether the king or the church?